It is haunting video. Our 8 News Now investigators showed you here first. 2 women walking hand in hand through a strip casino with the man they would eventually kill. This afternoon, those 2 women are beginning their sentences in prison. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Denise Valdez.
And I'm Brian Loftus. Our 8 News Now investigators were the only TV crew in the courtroom for this emotional sentencing. David Charnes here with how many years they could be serving behind bars.
Yeah, Brian, Denise, the pair took a plea deal, sending them to the Department of Corrections for at least 10 years. Today in court, the family of the man they killed repeatedly asking why they did it.
I would like to send my condolences to Brian's family.
21-year-old Erica Covington apologizes for killing a man inside a Caesars Palace hotel room before a judge sentences her to prison.
I deeply, genuinely apologize for the grief and the pain that has been brought upon you guys' family.
She and 22-year-old Ariana Taylor killed and robbed 25-year-old Brian Altamirano Solano in May 2023. This video the 8 News Now investigators obtained shortly afterward shows the trio walking hand in hand minutes before the murder. Altamirano Solano's father speaking with the help of an interpreter. It wasn't enough just taking his belongings, he says. They had to kill him. Altamirano Solano and the girls were in his room for about 15 minutes before one of them pulled the trigger. Police finding a cartridge casing they say matched Taylor's gun. Altamirano Solano's mother joining the hearing remotely from out of the country. The pain that I felt was so deep, she says. I felt like I just lost my life. I had so many questions. Why? Why my son? Police work to find the women included comparing these Instagram videos to surveillance from several strip properties that night. Officers arresting the duo 2 days later. Altamirano Solano's father again speaking through the interpreter.
I ask for justice for my son.
Police nor prosecutors have ever said which woman they actually believe pulled the trigger. Nevada law allows charges against all people involved in a murder, not just the person who did the actual slaying. I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
David's point, yes, this is technically a romance scam, but this is a romance scam on steroids.
Federal officials call it one of the worst schemes they've ever seen, all they say at the hands of this woman with Las Vegas ties. She is accused of not only stealing her victims' money, but also causing several of them to die. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kirsten Joyce.
And I'm Brian Loftus. The FBI says some of her victims live right here in the valley. And as 8 News Now investigator David Charnes shows us, they're asking others with information to please come forward.
Federal investigators here at the FBI say they believe this woman lured men in their 60s and 70s on dating sites. They say she then took them over to Mexico, and they believe she may be responsible for several of their deaths.
We believe Aurora Phelps deliberately and methodically targeted older men to drug them and steal from them.
Federal officials announcing the unsealing of charges Friday against 43-year-old Aurora Phelps, a woman with Las Vegas ties accused of drugging men and women and stealing from them.
Once she incapacitated her victims, Phelps stole their cars, accessed their bank and brokerage accounts to withdraw cash, used their credit cards to make a variety of purchases, including luxury retail goods and gold, and even attempted to access their Social Security and retirement accounts.
In one case, Phelps allegedly attempted to liquidate $3 million in stock. Similar schemes are called romance scams, where a person lures another on the basis of love, but then becomes a victim of a financial crime.
To David's point, yes, this is technically a romance scam, but this is a romance scam on steroids.
The FBI nor the U.S. Attorney's Office would elaborate on how long Phelps lived here, but they say at least 4 of her victims are from our area, including one man they say Phelps took over the border. That man later died in a Mexican hotel room. Investigators believe at least 2 more died from Phelps's actions, and they suspect there could be more.
We believe that she likely encountered other individuals who would have key information and evidence for us, or that potentially have a family member that was also victimized by her.
Right now, Phelps is in Mexico, where that long extradition process to bring her to the United States is getting underway. We don't know if and when she will be here to be in federal court here in Las Vegas. Outside the FBI headquarters in North Las Vegas, I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
So is this what feminism fought for? I want to first and foremost give all honor, all praise, and all glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone that rule well. And as always, peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, scattered abroad across the four winds of the earth. Be very circumspect out here. To you men out there, you brothers, be very careful. Be circumspect. Because we're definitely in that evil time. All right. Now, I'm not going to have too much commentary. Y'all saw the two clips. Usually it's you'll hear about men, they'll get on these dating sites and lure women over. You had the Craigslist killer back in the day. Different tragic scandals where men, they went on a killing spree and their victims would be women. Well, now it's a new day where you got women, that are actually taking on that same nature. And, it could definitely be avoided if you use wisdom so that you don't get caught up out here. Now, we know the scriptures tell you concerning a lot of these women. It's called Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I'm going to get it in the NLT. And it says, I discovered that a seductive woman is a trap. And that dude that got caught up in that hotel room out here at the Caesar's Palace, he just saw two women. He thinking that he about to get him a threesome going, only to end up put to death in his belongings and, his money withdrawn, taken, stolen from him. So he got his possessions taken from him and he got his life took because he fell for the trap. You got to be very careful out here, man. It's not safe for nobody. I discovered that a seductive woman is a trap more bitter than death. Her passion is a snare and her soft hands are chains. Those who are pleasing to the Most High will escape her, but sinners will be caught in her snare. You got to be very, very cautious. That's why, certain brothers take the same approach that Apostle Paul took in his ministry when he said it's better to not even touch a woman, but to avoid, burning lust, being in this flesh, just get you a wife and chill out, settle down, chill out. Because it's pretty tricky out here right now. All right. Chicks is meeting dudes on these websites and, seducing them, getting them to their area, and they taking them for what they got. Now that last one, that demon, she's pretty much a serial sugar daddy killer. That's basically what she was. She know that she would have been able to take more from, older men who are established. They're usually at that stage in their life financially secure. So she was probably looking for that pension money, retirement money that she can take from them. So you got to be very careful out here, man. Let me get quick pre and Apocrypha. I'm going to go to Sirach, hold up. Yeah, we're going to go to Sirach, the 9th chapter. And I'll read verse 2, but the point is at verse 3. It says, give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance. Meet not with an harlot, lest thou fall into her snares. And this is how you can get caught up, meeting with all these different women. These chicks, they hitting licks now. Your life is disposable. They're trying to survive. They're definitely not thinking about settling and marrying a man. Their hands is as bands and their hearts is as snares and nets. So if they can get you to fall into that trap so that they can get what they can get out of you, hey, that's what she's gonna do. So Yeah, be very circumspect out here, like it says in Ephesians 5 and 15. Walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. All right. So these men that are falling into them snares, they couldn't escape because they're not men of the Lord. They're not walking in wisdom. They're walking in that, lustful spirit. And this how it can happen to you. Let me get this in Sirach 25 and 13. It says, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. And this if you're not in control of yourself, this can easily happen to you. Controlling your members and having discipline. You can easily get caught up, fall into these type of snares that can end in a tragic situation. These are several incidents that happen right here in Sin City. And this goes on a lot. This is more normal than you, this is more common than you think. It goes down out here, man. Because it's a lot of access to drugs. It's a lot of prostitutes. A lot of traffickers. All that activity goes on here in Sin City. So you can easily get caught up. They especially in them casinos. That's when you go to them casino tables, and you trying to be flashy, and you showing everybody how you moving, how you rolling. You better believe them. You got some lurkers in the cut looking at how you moving, and they're gonna gravitate right towards you. And I'm talking about these the type of women that you see in these two different situations. They be prowling around on them casino floors looking for those type of dudes. All right, and all it does is for them to show a little skin, flap them snuffleupagus eyelashes at you. See you taking shots to the head. And then before you know it, they going back into your room. That's how they get them. Slip a drug in your drink. Once they get you into the room, you black out. She take all. She going through your phone. She going through your wallet. And it's been going on for a while. It's been happening decades, but it's even worse now. Because everybody, their mindset is about the bag. That's why it's in Timothy, where it says, because a lot of people get that phrase wrong. They say money is the root of all evil. It's not money that's the root of all evil. It's the love of money that is the root of all evil. Because people will do anything to attain it or to get it. Even, taking a life. So, men out here running licks, they, robbing in broad day, taking people's lives and taking stuff. And then you got the woman. She's seducing men, making them think that he got a chance to smash. And then she get him into his vulnerable state and gets him up out of there, clean him out. So we're in that time, man. Like it says in Matthew, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. In the last days, perilous times shall come, for many people shall be lovers of themselves, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of the Most High. All right, just out of control. So, yeah. Be careful out there, to you brothers out there. Be circumspect. And with that, I say, Shalom.